it's Miss Alyssa with 21st Century, and today I'm going to show you how to distill salt water into fresh drinking water. So first you're going to need a bowl or a big Tupperware, about as big as you can get it. This is what I have. Clear plastic cup or a styrofoam cup that is about as tall. You want it to be about as tall as your big container. So I didn't have one that was as tall, so I just took this and I cut it and made it as tall, and it's going to be good enough. This is what is going to collect the clean, fresh drinking water that's not going to be salty. You're going to need 2 small rocks, so like 2 small rocks like that, and cling wrap, which is sometimes called saran wrap. It's this clear plasticky wrap that you can find even at Dollar Tree. That one is fine too. Whatever you have in your kitchen. And you're going to need salt water. I did not have salt water because I am right now around lakes, so I just created some salt water at home with water and table salt, and that'll work to simulate what would happen if I was near the ocean and needed to distill this water. So first you're going to take it, it's just a large glass, and I mixed in around 3 to 4 tablespoons of salt, just so that it smelled salty enough, and I did taste it, and it does taste salty. So you would not want to drink this if you were stuck out in the wilderness, because this would dehydrate you, and it would not. It has to be clean drinking water for you to drink it and actually get the benefits of drinking water. So we're going to take that and we're going to pour it at the bottom of this bin. And it should be around 1 to 2 inches deep. I mean, it looks like it's a lot here, but it's not. It's really just about an inch to 1.5 inches deep of that water. So now we have our tub filled with about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of the salt water. And then we're going to take our plastic or clear cup, whatever, plastic, styrofoam, whatever you have, and we're going to put it in there. You want to make sure you measure it and it's about the same height as your container. So that one floats a little bit. And then next we're going to cover this with saran wrap as tightly as you can get it, but it's not going to be that tight. Mostly you're going to want to make sure that there are no holes in it. You want to make sure the whole thing is covered with saran wrap. So we're going to do that right now. So once you have this set up right here, we're going to take it out and we're going to put it in the direct sunlight for, I'm going to say, about 24 hours. I'm going to try to leave it out there as long as possible to see how much we would catch in 1 full day of it being out in the very hot sun. And we will check on it a little bit later. Alright guys, so we're back and it's 24 hours later, and we're going to check on our science experiment and see if we have any clean drinking water. So here's our experiment. We're going to carefully carry it inside, making sure that we don't dump over the cup that's in there, and see what we got and if it is fresh water or if it is just salt. Let's see. I'll just put it right here. Alright. So, take the rocks off. And I think that would have worked a little bit better if I had a shorter cup. So maybe try to get a shorter cup if you're going to do this at home. But we do have a little bit of water in there. You can see. Very tiny bit, but I think it's because this cup was too tall, because so it only could collect a little bit. Ideally, if you collected, we could take it into the light to see. If you collected this from the ocean, you would want to boil it before. So I don't know if you can see. There's a little bit of water in there. Boil it before you consume it, because if you don't, you would have bacteria in there. But since this is from my tap and I just added salt to it, it is fairly clean, so I'm going to test drinking it to to see if it is actually fresh. I really hope this is not salty water, because that would be gross. It is hot, but it is fresh. It is not salt water. So that's all I have for you. I'm going to put a few vocabulary words and explain those next. So the way this experiment worked is that the water evaporated. So evaporation is when water is turned into water vapor. So it's turned into a gas. And then it collected condensation, which are the tiny water droplets that collected on the cooler surface. And the cooler surface was the plastic wrap. When the humid air was in contact with it, and humid air is just like hot air with water in it. So it collected there and then it dropped down into our cup. And that's pretty much the whole reason that we were able to get the water out, is because the water was separated from the salt through condensation and then deposited into our cup. All right, guys, so that was our distilling saltwater experiment. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and had fun. Thanks. Bye.